thing on. Yep, red light. Okay, where was I? State-of-the-art training system. Hello, valued candidates. Welcome to your training session at Postal Sector 7. I'm Employee 64, but you can just call me 64. Today I'll be acting as your onboarding supervisor. Once we finish today, we hope you'll enjoy the job. Before we start, if you could sign this contract so we can log your attendance in our systems. This will also grant you access to future shifts, should you prove to have adequate performance throughout your training. I've took the liberty of preparing some images to help me get up to speed on the job. Follow these images along with my advice and hopefully you can avoid getting fired. Who knows? Maybe you'll even earn a bit of overtime for your efforts. The first image is your office. You and that old clock will be hard at work from 12 till 6 AM, so get comfy. There's a notice board on your right. It'll have company updates, occasional coffee coupon. I'd ignore it if I were you. Now is a good time to mention that I've highlighted red areas on these images for you to focus your attention on. This is important as you'll need to interact with or watch these areas and objects to complete your job. Basically all your work will revolve around your workstation, which is opposite the hallway, so you need to turn around to reach it. Your main job responsibility is to inspect incoming packages so we can maintain a high standard of quality here at Postal Sector 7. Be patient. If your workstation is empty, then you'll need to wait for a package to arrive. Please pay attention and don't fall asleep. I know it can be tempting with these late shifts, but the conveyor's doing its best, and so should you. Once a package arrives at your workstation, the system will automatically print the package contents, which will be your main tool for completing your job as a package inspector. Also, please be aware that upon a package's arrival, the system will start a performance timer. If you take too long, then we'll be forced to motivate you using an alarm, which will last until you complete your current package. To begin package assessment, I'd advise you begin by carefully reading all the package requirements from the middle of the package contents. HR may have redacted some of the information, but I would ignore that. It doesn't affect performance. Pay close attention while reading the package contents. Important elements include shape, barcode, logo, and the tape. You'll need to remember these details for the physical inspection. Once you are ready, you can begin the physical inspection. You can check back on the package contents whenever needed. Your goal is to look for differences between the requirements of the package contents and the real package itself. You may need to use the 2 rotation buttons to help with examining all sides of the package, as some elements can be out of sight. Please keep in mind that this process can be quite slow due to budget cuts on the conveyor system. After giving the package a thorough inspection, you should be able to decide the outcome of the package. Thankfully, there are only 2 conclusions you can make for a given package. If the package perfectly matches the requirements of the package contents, then you should press the Approve button to ship that package to the customer. But if you spot any differences, then you should press the Reject button to send the package back into storage for management to deal with. Throughout your shift, you will be working towards a quota, the progress of which can be seen on your workstation. When you correctly assess a package, you will progress the quota. But just a heads up that mistakes will revert your progress, setting you back. Your main goal above all else is to complete your quota before 6 AM. Otherwise, morning staff will report the incomplete work to HR, leading to a headache for management and ultimately the termination of your employment with us. Okay, now that the boring parts are out of the way, I just wanted to say give it your best shot tonight. I think you've got what it takes to become a valued member of this team. And I hate to see such a prime candidate, such as yourself, go to waste. That's all from me for now. Good luck, and I'm hoping to see you back here tomorrow. 64 signing off. back, new guy. Good to see you in one piece. Well done for making it through your training session. You'll be a package inspecting pro in no time. You might even work your way up to surpass me. With that said, can I please direct your attention to the NDA placed before you? I'm going to need you to sign this before we can continue, as we're about to get into some, let's say, more secretive aspects of Postal Sector 7. Thank you for that. Okay. First order of business for today is to fill you in on some of our latest news from HR. First off, you'll be happy to know that the wall of boxes opposite your workstation has been cleaned by morning staff. However, I'd like to make you aware of a disturbing report. Recently, some members of staff have gone missing during their shifts after ignoring strange noises from the storage room across from you. HR's asked me to be more transparent during a clearance, so that we can hopefully see our new employees last a little longer during the process. I'll fill you in on what I've learned from my experiences, along with the mandatory stuff from HR. I believe that these recent disappearances are linked to the reappearance of what HR is calling C-52. It's a thing that thrives in darkness and stalks anyone around, waiting, watching. But thankfully it stays away from bright lights, so we don't have any problems during the day. To try and help you survive any encounters with C-52, I provided you with a high-powered flashlight. So should you hear any suspicious sounds in the hallway, do your best to quickly find and blind C-52 to stagger it and stop any chance of attack. I need you to keep in mind that C-52 moves incredibly fast, even quicker than your little peepers can blink. You should try and keep your eyes on the hallway, as this is known to delay its progress towards your office. But don't forget about your quota, of course. Fortunately, I've learned that C-52 can be seen within the darkness due to its glowing eyes, so make sure you check for them while you work. I can also confirm that despite its speed, it still makes sound, so use that to your advantage. Despite these developments, your job remains the same. Meet your quota before 6 AM. Failure to do so will mean you won't be coming back tomorrow, but hopefully it won't come to that. Good luck! 64 signing off. Luke 3. You're doing great, keep it up. I have some new news. Some good, some less good. To start, I have some fantastic news. You're now viable for a promotion. Well, I say promotion, but what I really mean is you're qualified for overtime, so if you have any time on your hands, you can make a little extra on your paycheck. In less good news, C-52 has got a new habit of hiding its eyes, so you might have to search for them in the dark a little more than before. Shouldn't be a problem though. You're a flashlight after all. Use it. Oh, and one last thing, pretty important. Some employees have been going missing. Now, this happens all the time here. You know, with people finding new jobs and stuff. But these are different. The company has listed these under something called C-13. If you don't want to end up missing, I would recommend not messing up. Whatever it is, it seems to target people doing a bad job, getting packages wrong, etc., etc. And I think that's it. Yeah. Keep your eye on the hallway and search even if you can't see the eyes. And don't mess up any packages. If you do those and get out by 6 AM, I might just meet you in overtime. Alright then, 64 signing off.